Well, Sterling and I started the day in a cold Northwoods blizzard, and we ended in the exact opposite the next day. Stick around for my Florida Gators and Shell Crackers adventure.
My name is Dave Estenson. I've turned my lifelong love of the outdoors, travel, and trucking into a lifestyle. As a professional long-haul trucker, I am lucky with loads that take me to the most beautiful and remote regions of North America. After safely delivering on time, I make time for fishing and going afield with Sterling, my chocolate lab. I'm a retired police officer who proudly served his community. And I also want to share some of the best our great country has to offer.
Keep going.
And I'm ready to share my trucking outdoors adventure via the Big Red Sled, my custom Peterbilt 386, basically a fishing lodge on 18 wheels.
I'm Dave. This is my co-pilot Sterling. You're watching Truckin' Outdoors TV. This is the fish we're after. In Tallahassee, some locals call it the Florida Shell Cracker. You might know it as a panfish, bluegill, but by any name, it's mighty tasty in a frying pan.
Oh, that's a keeper all day.
So before we get started, here's a tip. Fellas, if you leave your wife at home during a blizzard while you go to Florida for work, don't ask her to help you find your swimming suit before you leave in case you have time to go to the beach. It's not recommended. We're gonna be taking a load from Minnesota down to Tallahassee, and I have a feeling that we are gonna have a little bit of time down in Tallahassee. We're gonna go find some water and maybe wet a line or two and see what happens. 10,000 pounds of air conditioners on their way to Tallahassee. That's not going anywhere. The best part about hauling air conditioners is they're so light that I can run with my foot in the air. That's gonna save so much fuel. We got 1,287 miles to the job site from Minnesota to Tallahassee, Florida. So this first leg, we're gonna be able to make it right around Paducah, Kentucky is where we're gonna spend the night tonight, according to my math magicianals. Southbound and down. Good morning. We made it down to beautiful Kentucky late last night. I left the house yesterday. It was 9 degrees. You get down to Kentucky, it's 60. And where we're going in Florida, it's supposed to be 80. Well, we made it. We are fishing here in Florida. I am on the banks of it's the Okie Dokie River. And I don't know what's out here. It looks like some striped bass are here. Whatever happened to Dane Cook? Got a tip from one of the older guys that was here when I got here that there's some more public fishing areas down the river a little ways. Actually, where this dumps into the lake is where there's a bunch of docks and fishing areas. So we're gonna go check it out. How's this for a view? Beautiful Florida lake. Well, I just couldn't ask for a nicer day out here. Absolutely gorgeous. And that shadowy figure lurking in the distance, it's known as a Florida gator. And I have no intention of reeling one in today, or ever. He's not small either.
Trucking Outdoors TV with Dave and his dog Sterling and the Big Red Sled is brought to you by D&E Transport. D&E Transport, delivering reliable service with every flatbed load.
Stick around, we'll have more of our shell cracker adventure in Florida after a brief timeout.
Welcome to the world of D&E Transport, delivering reliable service with every flatbed load. Based in Clearwater, Minnesota, D&E is hiring qualified company drivers and owner-operators. D&E is proud of their first-class dispatcher team who find the right load and get the drivers home. D&E is backed up by a world-class shop with factory-trained technicians, big company benefits with small company pride. Prompt, personal, professional attention comes in every load with D&E Transport.
Unwind, relax, slow down in the land of woods, waters, and world-class events. The Hayward Lakes area in Sawyer County, Wisconsin. Plan your getaway now at haywardlakes.com.
As Dave gets ready to pull the load across America, he checks in with the dispatch team at D&E Transport.
The heart of the operation right here. This is it.
The D&E dispatchers are great at finding the right loads and work as a team with the drivers. The on-site shop at D&E is also a big advantage, as the factory-trained techs keep the trucks rolling.
Welcome back to Trucking Outdoors. We'll get back to the shell cracker adventure in just a minute. But I wanted to give you guys a quick tip on traveling with an animal. When you're traveling, especially in a big truck like this, Sterling here is always the last one out the door. At the end of the day, he is the first one to get back in the truck. And the reason why we do that is you don't want an unsupervised dog running around a parking lot or on a road ditch somewhere. Now let's get back to the shell cracker adventure on Trucking Outdoors TV.
Perhaps it was Johnny Cash who said it best. I'm going south to Florida to get some sand in my shoes.
I'd love to put my feet in the water right now, but there's gators in Florida. Nope. Probably not any around here, but that's a pass. They still got snakes, that's for sure. Should have bought real worms. I'm using these little bluegill doe bites, this artificial stuff that's supposed to have some sort of scent, whatever. It's just cleaner when it's in your tackle box, easier to take with you on the truck, but nothing beats night crawlers. I should have bought some. I was on a trip out to Tacoma, Washington, and been out there many times. And every time I go out there, you get west of Billings, and there's fishing areas. You can go and pull off the side of the highway and fish. Been talking about taking a rod and reel out there years. Well, 2 summers ago, I finally did it. Very first cast on the Yellowstone River west of Billings. Just a massive rainbow trout. First cast. I fished all day on my way out to Tacoma. So from Billings to Missoula, I fished Yellowstone, I fished Clark Fork. I mean, iconic rivers. And just had a blast. Caught fish all day. I guess I got spoiled. It can be tough fishing new bodies of water. That's the challenge. And not having a boat, that doesn't help either. You know, that's the nice thing about ice fishing, is you don't have to have a boat to be able to fish anywhere on the lake. It's kind of nice. He might still be hanging around. Open water fishing, you're limited to either the bank or a dock. You ain't got a boat. A little hard to load a boat on the trailer and still be able to make money with that trailer. That deck space is expensive.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Ready, set, wrench. When we return, are you ready for our track sled project? From a brutal day, busted miles in the backlands, back to the Trucking Outdoors garage, with tips and garage hacks along the way.
Trust me, the track sled is gonna work.
Trucking Outdoors is brought to you by the Hayward Lakes Visitors and Convention Bureau in beautiful Hayward Lakes, Wisconsin. Woods, water, and world-class events make Hayward, Wisconsin special. Welcome to the world of D&E Transport, delivering reliable service with every flatbed load. Based in Clearwater, Minnesota, D&E is hiring qualified company drivers and owner-operators. D&E is proud of their first-class dispatcher team who find the right load and get the drivers home. D&E is backed up by a world-class shop with factory-trained technicians, big company benefits with small company pride. Prompt, personal, professional attention comes in every load with D&E Transport.
Unwind, relax, slow down in the land of woods, waters, and world-class events. The Hayward Lakes area in Sawyer County, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Trucking Outdoors. It's time to look in the toolbox. Well, the track sled is basically a motorized dog sled. Sterling's not much of a sled dog, so I need to have a motorized dog sled, and that's what this track sled is. It's portable, I can take it with me on the truck, and it'll take me anywhere I want to go as long as there's snow on the ground. I want to show you guys what's going on with this now. She's taken quite a beating. Let's just say trucking is not easy on equipment. So we're gonna be sprucing this thing up. It's all surface. So we're gonna clean this up with the wire wheel. This hole coming out the side of the block right here, that used to be this. It used to sit just like that. That's all burned belt material. So yeah, that's gotta get cleaned up. The surface rust on this thing is just really not good. I got a special little surprise paint job for this. We're gonna be going Redneck Fabulous camo spray paint job. You're gonna like it. Look at that. She almost blew. That was close. Junk. So there's the spacer that went in it. Basically what we're gonna have to do, get another spacer in here. We got all the burnt rubber on that plate. Yeah. What a guy should do is just take the motor right off of here. You can get all up underneath it. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna leave it right on there and just work around it. I'm gonna get the wire wheel out and just start going to town. Ready for primer. We got her all prepped up. I did decide to take the engine and the handlebars off just to help this process go a little bit easier. This is not going to be a perfect paint job. This is going to be a good enough paint job. Mainly, it's got to work. I am going to put the first coat of paint on here, and while that's drying, I am going to work on fixing up the torque converter. All right, got the torque converter back on. Just kind of mocked up here. This is not bolted in yet, but it's sitting where it usually is. I've already used all of the spacers that came with this kit. So I just got back from the hardware store, got some more pieces in. We're gonna add some spacers right into here and get that lined up with this plate here. Hopefully, we won't burn up any more belts. Here's the issue. This little brass bushing that got torched. There was a big snowstorm, ice storm down south. The Amazon parts store order of a 2-pack of these was delayed. I've got an ice fishing trip that I'm taking Monday. Today's Saturday. I'm going on Monday. 2 days, according to the tracking. They just left Liberty, Missouri today. They ain't gonna be here by Monday. So I'm gonna try and roll with this one. I don't think it does a whole lot, I hope. Even if it stays locked, as long as it idles down, it's not fast enough that it's really gonna hurt anything. You gotta bump it into something to stop it. I don't know. Or it could blow the whole thing apart and we'd be stuck dead in the water. I don't know. We're gonna try it. Because that's how I roll. Alright. I think that'll last for a trip. No, probably not. I'm gonna be walking. Anyway, the other thing we need to do is I got this cheap straight pipe for this thing. The reason why I got it is the original exhaust shoots straight back that way. And if you remember, the trapper box sits right here. So we can't have it shooting back that way. So I got this one here because it comes out and up like this. Well, this was the cheapest thing I found on Amazon, of course, and it just got disintegrated. So I got a new one that's a little bit thicker, but I'm gonna modify it a little bit. Instead of coming up and out, it looks goofy, and when it's coming straight out like this, the handlebars come down, bangs right on that tailpipe, and that's why this thing got so trashed. What do you think, Sterling? Is that track sled gonna work? Yeah? All right, well, stay tuned. We're gonna have more in the weeks to come.
Trucking Outdoors TV with Dave and his dog Sterling and the Big Red Sled is brought to you by D&E Transport. D&E Transport, delivering reliable service with every flatbed load. Welcome to the world of D&E Transport, delivering reliable service with every flatbed load. Based in Clearwater, Minnesota, D&E is hiring qualified company drivers and owner-operators. D&E is proud of their first-class dispatcher team who find the right load and get the drivers home. D&E is backed up by a world-class shop with factory-trained technicians, big company benefits with small company pride. Prompt, personal, professional attention comes in every load with D&E Transport.
Unwind, relax, slow down in the land of woods, waters, and world-class events. The Hayward Lakes area in Sawyer County, Wisconsin. Plan your getaway now at haywardlakes.com.
Trucking Outdoors is brought to you by the Hayward Lakes Visitors and Convention Bureau in beautiful Hayward Lakes, Wisconsin. Woods, water, and world-class events make Hayward, Wisconsin special.
From a blizzard in the north woods of Wisconsin to a Florida fishing paradise in just 2 days of driving.
So let's finish off our shell cracker adventure. Third fishing trip.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Oh, that's a keeper all day. Look at that. That's a reddier.
All right, we got one. Look at this. Hang on. Look at this. That is a red ear bluegill or sunfish, whatever you want to call it. Oh, all right. Oh, I am so glad to finally catch a fish. That was awesome. Boy, did he fight too. Holy cow. Yeah. There we go. We're on the board, baby. Ah! Let's go get another one. That is a keeper all day. If I was back home, I'd have a bucket full of them. Oh, you're perfect fish. Boy, that is something a Wisconsin boy doesn't see every day. He's not small either. Yep, staying out of this water. There we go. There we go. Oh! Figures. Agony. You saw it though, right? You saw it? At least saw me fighting it. I went to wash my hands off in the water. As I was reaching down, remembered the gainer and then turned around, just wipe it off my pants. Fine, it's fine. Pants wash, hands don't grow back. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Florida Fishing. I had a blast. Can't even tell you how happy I am that we finally caught a fish. And it was a great fish. I haven't caught many bigger up in Wisconsin, that's for sure. And just look at that sunset. I mean, it is gorgeous down here. We left Minnesota in a blizzard and drove southbound and down for springtime in Florida. Just another day for myself, Sterling, and the Big Red Sled. But after 2 days' time on the water, it's time to get another load, keep America moving, and explore more of what makes the USA the best place on planet Earth. Well, we've run out of road on this adventure, and thank you guys so much for coming along. We'll see you next time, and as always, keep the shiny side up. Right, Sterling?
Thanks for watching Trucking Outdoors TV with Dave and Sterling. Please send us a story idea and say hi when you see the Big Red Sled.
If you want to know what it's like to own a truck in the wintertime and have to wash it, here's what you do. Take a $100 bill into the bathroom with you. Just go ahead and use that as toilet paper and flush it right straight down the toilet. That's what it's like washing a truck in the wintertime. Hashtag shiny. I bet she even runs better now too. When you're doing stuff like this, make sure that you don't wear safety glasses so you can see what you're doing. I mean, don't worry about all that metal flying in your face. You know, safety third is what I always say. Let's go see America with Trucking Outdoors. Come here. Yeah, come here. He's a good boy.